Welcome to the ATL, Bobby Dodd Stadium in the heart of downtown Atlanta, home to the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Ramblin' Wreck ready to roll here today. Today it's a top 25 matchup. Two teams off to good starts, hoping to build on that and test themselves against another ranked team. As we'll see the number 11 team in the country, the Houston Cougars, taking on the third-ranked team, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Yellow Jackets will kick this away to get us going. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
And the Houston offense will take over. First and 10.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. It's a quick grab. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle is finally made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 48-yard line.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Houston getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. It's a fumble. Looks like the offense able to recover it there.
Well, the offense catches a break here, lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
On the
Second down play coming up for this offense. It's a run. Running back's got it. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
That's an important first down on that running play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught quickly. Finds just enough space and makes the first down.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wideout. And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle.
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties. Got a little bit nervous, lost his concentration, and drops the ball.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Here comes the 8th play of the opening drive, but now it's third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And he drops back in the gun. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
And the crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Crucial third down and goal. From the gun, he looks for an open man. The defense stops him there on the scramble, close to the goal line, but not in.
QB just ran out of options. He decides to take matters into his own hands and takes off on that scramble. I thought he might come close to getting into the end zone. Comes up just a little bit short.
So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
He'll call for the fair catch here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it here. Breaking free at the 35. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
First down and 10. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking downfield. It's Wolf. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
That's the end of the first quarter. Look at the score. Houston 3, Georgia Tech 0.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And that pass falls incomplete. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
How about the call here? They go with the screen on third down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got fourth and short.
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? And the Yellow Jackets bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. Did not get a hold of it. Not what the punter was hoping for. And they'll just down it right here. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch play to the back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Going for a big play downfield. Caught right near the sideline for a big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Good enough for first down.
Houston getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Makes a quick grab. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. Coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. No, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Fourth and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Looking to throw it again. Lets it go. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
They'll run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the...
And a sophomore making an impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that 3rd down play.
Hey, I really like the idea on 3rd down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down. Sometimes that can work out. But the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
They'll kick it away here. This will be touched near the 45-yard line. Houston's offense heads back out on the field now. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. That's a design quarterback keeper. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And the clock stops now for a 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining 1st half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Dropping back, it's Wolf. Over the middle and incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Makes a quick catch. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. And that sets up a return. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. Houston's offense heads back out on the field now. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
He's back to throw again on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So it's third and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. They'll run it to the left. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking to pass. It's Wolf. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete. Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Looking for a deep completion. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Chris, you see what happens when you try to squeeze it into double coverage. An incompletion is probably the best result he could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome when you're throwing the ball into the crowd.
And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Passes the 40. They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. They look to throw it here on second down. And it's complete downfield. They finally make the stop after a big gain, but that'll wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
With the score, Houston 3, Georgia Tech 0.
And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. First play of the third quarter is a handoff.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
To throw, it's Wolf. Quick throw to the left side. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Now, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
The punter has been very busy so far. Can they finally convert here on third down? The quarterback making some changes at the line. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Receiver makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And the Yellow Jackets will line up on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. Running back has it on a screen now. They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screen play. It's a solid gain for a first down.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do...
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, that's just a miscommunication here. That's busted coverage by the defense. There's no way you can leave a receiver that open. The only problem for the offense is the quarterback misses the throw. That's a touchdown.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, a wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looking to chuck it again. It's caught. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Georgia Tech. That puts him on top in the second half.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return begins inside the 10. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So the Cougars offense heads back out onto the field now. Handoff heading left. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run phase, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Getting set. Here's second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. On the tight end, grabs it over the middle. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
And so they'll mark it about the 30. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? Lets it go quickly. He makes the grab. Tackle tackle is made, and that's good for a first down of the 47.
Well, that's a nice completion to the sideline with great timing. The connection between the receiver and the quarterback was on full display to be able to get that first down.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. I think he's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
Snags a quick throw. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
The one thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Important third down play coming up after that completion. Looking to throw yet again. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Can he take it all the way? Inside the 10. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Houston.
You know, we talked to him during the week, and he told me he was a high school corner. And I can see why. He's got tremendous ball skills to make that play and then to be able to take it all the way back for a touchdown. Just outstanding.
Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. Can they recover from that right now? Locates the tight end. It's complete. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end will bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. To throw, it's Wolf. Short connection to the tight end here.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Second down after that previous play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
They punted 4 times already on the verge of a 5th, but they can't convert this third down. Defense is coming after him. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. On to kick now for the 5th time today. This is a low liner. This won't go a long way. And that pump will just bounce out of bounds, so no return. Houston's offense heads back out on the field now. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football, and now it's second down. It's a quick grab. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver.
pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And he'll drop back here on third down. The misfire on the pass as time in the period runs out.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Houston 10, Georgia Tech 7.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. And a low line drive, ugly punt. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. The Georgia Tech offense is back out there. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. He'll take a deep shot. He's got it at the 15. And a huge gain. They finally bring him down at the 11.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And the Yellow Jackets looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll run it from the gun. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Handoff here from the shotgun. And the Sauk were able to bring him down quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Scanning the field, it's Wolf. Pressure is coming. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And it's caught.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player. But he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
This one is right through. And we are tied up now here in the fourth quarter. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Man, I tell you, life of a kicker. This guy's not been called on the entire game. Probably cold as ice on the sideline. But when it matters, he's hot as a stove when his number's called.
Houston's offense heads back onto the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And they've got him back there for a loss of 8.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Tough position here. 2nd and long from their 11. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Receiver makes the catch. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Great job here by the defense. 3rd down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force his 4th down. Great job here by the D.
So tie game, 4th quarter. They're going to go for it on this 4th down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a 1st down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Big play. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 35.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
This Houston offense is moving quickly down the field. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Takes a shot as he gets the pass off. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Tie ball game, late, and they're going for it on 4th down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. Finds his man. Has the 1st down. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Ball handed to the running back. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. If I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Caught quickly. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
The running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. Can he get there on the ground? Looks like Houston will have the first down.
Well, that's mano-a-mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
First and goal, clock winding down. A great chance for this offense to get a go-ahead score. The back's got it. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Houston, to claim the lead here in the final minute.
Chris, I thought we might be headed to overtime here, but this offense would not be denied. Outstanding execution, and they take the lead. Now it's all about can their defense hold on to see if they can get this win.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. So after taking the lead, they'll kick it off here and hope the defense can hold on. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. To the air, it's Wolf. Running out of time in the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. And they finally make the stop, but a huge gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory, down at the 49. Now a timeout is called with just 10 seconds left to play. Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And he goes down, and that's how we will end it. Well, Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small margin for error in this game. Who was going to make the crucial play at the end? And they did it to get the W.
Yeah, Chris, when games get tight like we saw here.